Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about Persepolis Rising, which is book 7 in the Expanse by James S.A. Corey. And I actually liked this novel quite a bit. I thought it was, I don't know if it was the best one yet, but it's certainly up there as one of my favorites. This novel is set about 27 years after Babylon's Gate, which was book 6, and this is the longest time jump so far. Mostly it's been like maybe 1 year or just a few months between novels, but this one's like a whole 2 times my age difference. Well, not that much, but almost. And everyone is a senior citizen in this, but for some reason the characters are still active and energetic. They don't really explain this, but it's probably because it's the future and people live longer. Or maybe these guys just, they keep exercising into the 80s. I'm not exactly sure how old they are. I'm gonna guess 80s. So the Rocinante is still going strong after all these years, and they are working for the Transport Union, who control the ring station and the thousands of planets the gates lead to. And the president is Drummel from the last book, and she seems very competent in this. Holden and Naomi are planning on retiring, and Bobby is being promoted to captain. And everybody gladly accepts Bobby because she's Bobby. She's awesome. But they're all gonna miss Holden and Naomi at the same time. Meanwhile, the evil Admiral Duarte has been missing for the past 30 years since his rogue naval fleet broke away. But he has returned, and so has his followers. They've been in the Laconia system, building an advanced fleet using leftover technology from the Protomolecule creators. You know, aliens. And they return through the gate and they take over Medina Station to launch an attack on the Sol system. They're led by Singh, who is the most unlikable character I've read about in this series so far. He's such a power-hungry little bitch who probably has a bit of small dick syndrome. His only redeeming qualities is his wife and kid, but besides that, he's just really incompetent little bitch. He's like Solzy except less likable. But basically, after many hard battles between the two sides, Drummel surrenders because, she's probably a peaceful person. She wants no more meaningless deaths. So, the underground on the Medina station began a revolt against Singh. They try to infiltrate the security room, which connects to the Gathering Storm, but the guards have a dead switch. Fortunately, Holden is able to save them, but he is captured by the security in the process. And we basically don't really see or hear about him until the epilogue, but I'll get there later. So while Singh's discussing the attack on a Laconian power armored soldier, the final underground plan begins on multiple fronts. The prisoners are being held by Laconians, but they're freed by Drummel's husband, Saba, and everybody breaks out. Naomi and Clarissa are going to try to sabotage the Medina Station sensor system, while Bobby and Amos are going to try to sabotage the storm in a mission to prevent it from picking off the fleeing ships. Alex escapes the dock in Rocinante, which leads the Gathering Storm to follow, and Amos makes his way to the storm, though he's kind of hard to get through because the self-repairing skin using his cutting torch, and they're able to enter, though they deactivate all the Laconian marine power armor on Medina Station, which locks the soldiers in place. And Amos heads to the machine shop, but it's able to scuttle the ship due to the confusing alien technology. Meanwhile, Bobby is able to take control of the Gathering Storm, and she forces the crew out of the airlock in vacuum suits. So Naomi and Clarissa begin to plan to deactivate the sensor array, but they find out that Jordeo has betrayed them. And the power armor soldiers are disabled, and 5 unarmed Laconian security team officers surround them. Meanwhile, this entire novel, Clarissa has been pretty much dying because of her aging and implants, and so she hasn't really been doing well. And I do like the relationship between her and Amos because I don't know, they have like something more than a friendship, but not exactly a romance. They're platonic soulmates in a way, and I like that. But Clarissa is able to sacrifice herself to save all of them, and she kills all five of them, and she dies. And probably the best chapter of the book because the way it's written is very beautiful. You know, I am not a monster because monsters are afraid, but she finds at the end that she isn't afraid, so she's ready to die. Lived a full life, redeemed herself fully by saving Naomi. Great way to go out. And a badass way to go out. So everybody's able to escape through the gates with the help of Naomi, and meanwhile, Singh is forming a plan to call out one third of Medina Station's population to set an example. But Mavel Overstreet, he's the new governor of Medina. He's like, nah, I'm gonna make an example out of you. So I'm just gonna kill you. And he kills him. And you know what a relief that is, because I don't want to read Singh's chapters in book 8. He's such a been of whiny little bits the whole novel. He's so incompetent. I don't know who made him in charge. Whoever did obviously made a mistake, you know? I feel like the only problem with this is that they win because of incompetency of villains. And I mean, I feel like that's a problem many novels could go by, but it's just something I wanted to point out. And the only redeeming quality he had was his daughter and his wife. And it is a bit sad that his daughter's gonna have to grow up without her dad, but you know, it's worth it if I don't have to read his dumb chapters next book. So he reads the epilogue where Holden's been held captive this entire time, and he's being sent on a ship to Laconia. And he talks to Duarte, the evil mastermind behind this book and many other books' events. And he finds out that the species that took a shot at the Prone Molecule just took a shot at the Tempest when he used its gravity weapons on the Tycho station. And Holden also finds out that the species that destroys the Prone Molecule is the one he met many books ago. I forgot which one. And Duarte has been modifying agents with the Prone Molecule. He doesn't need to sleep anymore. You know, he's moved beyond that. And he could also read other people's thoughts. He could read people's thoughts, which is kind of creepy, you know, kind of classic sci-fi shit, Twilight Zone. And he interviews Holden for his experience and knowledge, and he's like, "I'll need you to fight with the protomolecule destroyer." So, you know, setting up book 8 in a really good way. So, what did I think of book 7? I think it was very good, B plus. You know, I don't know if it's the best. I don't really have a favorite so far. But I'd say if I did pick a favorite, it'd either be 1, 2, 5, 6, or 7. Pretty much everything except for book 3 and 4 were pretty good by me. Um, what do you guys think of Persepolis Rising down in the comments? Why don't you guys let me know? And I'll probably try to read book 8 sometime next month. So expect a review in either October or November. And I will see you guys next time for my review of the new Marvel movie, Shang-Chi. Peace.